All right, I'm going to try and work on this thing. This is a really kind of strange tuner. I was looking at the schematic on it, and it doesn't use a 4-to-1 ballon, and it's actually coming in through here into the ballon all the time. Let's see if we can find a schematic here real quick. Let's see here. The input is right here. These three here, or these three there. So the way that it works is up at the top is bypass. So you see the switch. It's a 1-to-1 ballon, 9 turns of number 12 wire on 4 toroids. So it always goes through part of the ballon for some reason. Then that goes to the 2 variable capacitors. One's a 50 pico and the other one's 1,000. There's another capacitor in between. We have a 6 micro Henry inductor, and then it goes out through here. And then everything else is for balanced line. So it feeds half of the toroid all the time, and then the rest of the time it's going out to the balanced line. And it says place the jumper here for unbalanced operation. So we look right here, and that would be continuously going to, I guess, that other end of the triangle. I don't know, that doesn't make sense. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing here. That doesn't make sense. They're shorting out the coil. I'd have to look at it and test it with the meter. But I'm not going to sit here and try and reinvent the wheel. Somebody else designed this, and only thing I'm concerned about with this one is I want it to work better. And the reason that it doesn't work well is because it doesn't turn well. So, see if we can get the camera in here on this. So, this is old enough that MFJ still sent a manual with these. It used to be every time you ordered something from MFJ, it came with a manual. What's this? Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. So this is a different guy than the guy that it came from. Interesting. Newcastle, Delaware. Packing slip. 8/22/2014. You know what's funny about that time? I was also ordering MFJ antenna tuner. But it sure wasn't this nice of one. I ordered a 941 or a 945. It doesn't say the price though. Or does it? Nope. This is not an invoice. Just a packing slip. So, thank you for your order with HRO on the internet, web. Phil Holman, Independence, Missouri. And you see how it says open? It means this was an open box. So somebody else didn't like it either. And they sent it back. So, one thing we know for sure is that it never worked on balanced line. And back in here, this wire here that goes for the balanced line, it's really hard to solder it. And I tried to solder it, and I really didn't get as what I would consider to be a great connection. But it was late, and I just said, you know what, I'm done with this for now. I'm not going to run ladder line on it anyway. But this thing, it binds up so hardcore on here. It almost to me looks like maybe the roller is not great, but it like it's stuck. What's it? Is it hitting something? And where is it binding? You don't really want to oil these. You can lightly oil them, but the angles and all that can be adjusted on this, and that can make all the difference in the world. So in order to do that, we would just loosen these screws. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I don't want to oil it unless it's a last resort. The nuts on here adjust the tension on this thing. This thing is so hard to turn. Okay. This is ridiculous. So, hold on. It's really hard to film this without me doing it. Okay, so there's this pressure washer, a wavy washer holding pressure on this right here. Right here it's binding, and that's because it's at the end of that. That's okay. So and it binds right here. It's binding right here. I'm trying to get in here and be able to see why is it binding. Does it have anything to do? I mean, you'd be able to turn it pretty easily, but it's like the more I work it does seem to do better, but like right there, I don't know. I'm going to do something that's completely against what I want to do, and I'm going to put a slight amount of oil on it. I'm just going to use this. I know I should probably use some machine oil, but I don't think I have any. Actually, let me go look. I think I do. Really did, but I'm sure it was upside down. Okay. This is not what I want to do, but I feel like it's probably going to help. It looks like maybe I didn't record and I didn't pause, so I'm wondering if I'm going to have to edit the video on this. So right here, I just loosened this, and then I pushed down on the rod, and I got it in there much straighter than it was, so that's good.